Welcome to our channel's Sunday Showcase. Today, we gather to honour the legendary wrestlers we've lost in recent and past few years. Their profound contributions to the world of wrestling continue to resonate with fans and inspire the next generation. In this video, we'll also share some somber news about Zelina Vega, which has touched many hearts. Join us as we celebrate their remarkable legacies through heartfelt tributes and cherished memories. Don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with us to keep their inspiring stories alive. Mike, Mantor Halac, born on May 14, 1968, in Omaha, Nebraska, was a professional wrestler best remembered for his stint in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the mid-1990s. Halac, a towering figure with a distinct presence, made his mark with the outlandish character of Mantor, a half-man, half-beast persona that epitomized the flamboyant and eccentric gimmicks of the era. With his bull-like headpiece and primal demeanor, Mantor was meant to strike fear into opponents and showcase sheer strength and aggression. Before arriving in the WWF in 1994, Halac spent years working in various independent promotions across the United States and Europe, sharpening his skills and cultivating his in-ring persona. Upon joining the WWF, he was repackaged as Mantor and introduced to the audience in early 1995. He quickly became a mid-card attraction, facing off against notable stars like Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and Bam Bam Bigelow, even appearing in the 1995 Royal Rumble. His raw power and intimidating appearance made him a formidable competitor, even if the character's eccentricities limited long-term appeal. Despite initial attention, Mantor's gimmick was ultimately short-lived, and Halac left the WWF later that year. He returned to the independent circuit, occasionally revisiting his Mantor character in smaller promotions. Halac also contributed to the industry as a trainer and mentor, imparting his knowledge to younger wrestlers. Sadly, Mike Halac. His was attributed to heart complications, which had been a long-standing health issue. Halac's passing prompted reflections on his wrestling career, particularly his role as Mantor, a character that, despite its brief run, left an indelible mark on the colourful, larger-than-life world of 1990s wrestling. His legacy as Mantor endures, reminding fans of the creativity and boldness that defined the era's unforgettable characters. Sweet Sapphire, born Frances McDaniels in 1934, was a notable figure in professional wrestling, remembered primarily for her role as the manager and valet for the iconic wrestler Dusty Rhodes. Sapphire became a beloved character in the late 1980s and early 1990s, known for her vibrant personality, energetic performances, and colourful presence both inside and outside the ring. Her real name became synonymous with charisma and warmth, making her a standout figure in an industry often dominated by larger-than-life personalities. Sapphire's career in wrestling was tightly intertwined with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. She frequently accompanied him to the ring, adding to his charm with her lively dance moves, bright outfits, and engaging persona. The duo's partnership was a key element in Rhodes's success, helping both characters connect with the audience on a deeper level. Sapphire was more than just a manager. She became an integral part of his wrestling storylines, engaging in feuds and memorable segments that endeared her to fans and solidified her place in wrestling history. While her time in wrestling was brief, Sapphire's impact was undeniable. She was a trailblazer for women in the industry, showing that women could be central to the wrestling narrative beyond just being sidelines figures. After her wrestling career, she remained a fixture in the entertainment world, making appearances and maintaining strong connections with fans. Sadly, Sweet Sapphire. The cause of was complications related to her health, including heart issues. Despite her relatively short career, Sapphire's legacy continues to live on in the wrestling community, where she is remembered for her unforgettable contributions to the sport and the joy she brought to fans worldwide. Starman, born on November 16, 1974, was a beloved professional wrestler whose vibrant presence in the ring captured the hearts of fans across the globe. Known for his dazzling persona and high-flying athleticism, he carved out a unique niche for himself in the wrestling world. His signature ring gear, often featuring vibrant colours and bold star motifs, became instantly recognizable and endeared him to fans, particularly children who admired his larger-than-life character. His impressive aerial maneuvers, including spectacular flips and dives, showcased his remarkable athleticism and earned him respect both inside and outside the ring. Throughout his career, Starman competed in various prominent wrestling promotions, where his charisma and innovative style set him apart from many of his peers. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a performer, dedicated to entertaining his audience. His matches were often a spectacle full of energy, passion, and heart. But beyond his high-flying moves, it was his unwavering commitment to the wrestling community that solidified his legacy. Starman was a fixture at charity events, always eager to lend his time to good causes, and frequently made appearances at local wrestling shows, where he inspired countless young fans and aspiring wrestlers. Tragically, Starman, due to complications related to a long-standing heart condition, his sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, leaving an irreplaceable void. Tributes poured in from fans and colleagues alike, all of whom remembered him not only for his incredible in-ring abilities, but also for his infectious enthusiasm, positive attitude, and genuine nature. Starman's legacy endures, as he continues to inspire future generations of wrestlers and fans. His unforgettable energy, charisma, and love for the sport will never be forgotten. McGraw, born on March 19, 1955, was a professional wrestler known for his high energy, athleticism, and resilience in the ring. Despite being smaller than many of his peers, standing at 5 feet 7 inches and weighing around 230 pounds, McGraw made a significant impact on the wrestling world, particularly in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. His quick, fast-paced style earned him the nickname Quick Draw, and he gained a reputation for facing larger opponents, demonstrating unshakable spirit and determination. His fearless performances and technical skills made him a fan favorite, and he quickly became a recognizable name on television broadcasts and at live events. Throughout his career, McGraw had memorable rivalries with notable stars like Roddy Piper and Sergeant Slaughter. He also formed tag teams with wrestling legends such as Andre the Giant, showcasing his versatility and ability to work with top talent. Despite his growing popularity and promising future, McGraw faced significant health challenges outside the ring. The physical toll of professional wrestling, combined with personal struggles, began to affect his body, limiting his ability to maintain the intensity required for his demanding schedule. Tragically, McGraw's career was cut short when the cause of his was determined to be acute heart failure, which was believed to be related to his previous drug use. His passing was a devastating blow to the wrestling community and fans, as his potential had only begun to be realized. Though McGraw's career was brief, his dedication to the sport, athleticism, and the connection he had with fans remain a part of his enduring legacy in professional wrestling. Mike Lazansky, more famously known in the wrestling world as the Russian Bear, was a towering figure both in physicality and in his impact on professional wrestling. Born in the Soviet Union, Lazansky first earned widespread recognition in the realms of weightlifting and powerlifting, where his immense strength and athleticism made him a force to be reckoned with. His extraordinary physical prowess quickly caught the eyes of professional wrestling scouts, leading him to leave his mark on the sport in a way few could have anticipated. He would go on to compete in some of the biggest promotions of the time, including New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where his reputation as an unrelenting powerhouse began to grow. As the Russian Bear, Lasansky unleashed his devastating strength on his opponents, using his massive frame to overpower and dominate those who dared to step into the ring with him. His battles with iconic legends such as Stan Hansen, Vader, and Yokozuna remain etched in the memories of wrestling fans, with one of his most memorable encounters being his hard-fought match against Vader. Despite taking a loss in that showdown, Lasansky earned the respect of not just the audience, but also his peers, solidifying his place as one of the most feared competitors in the business. However, Lasansky's career was tragically cut short in 1994 when he suffered a heart attack during a match in Japan. The health scare came as a devastating blow and forced him to reevaluate his life both inside and outside of the ring. This marked the end of his wrestling career, and he would retire from professional wrestling soon after. After recovering, Lasansky returned to his homeland Russia, where he successfully transitioned into the business world. Unfortunately, his later years were marred by additional health complications, and, though his wrestling career was brief, the impact of the Russian Bear endures, and his legacy as one of wrestling's most intimidating figures remains in the hearts of fans around the world. Sylvester Ritter, known by his ring name Junkyard Dog, was born on December 13, 1952, and became one of the most influential figures in professional wrestling, particularly during the 1980s. Ritter broke significant barriers in a predominantly white industry, becoming one of the most recognizable African-American wrestlers of his time. He gained initial fame in the Mid-South wrestling promotion, where he developed his Junkyard Dog persona, characterized by his tough, working-class hero image, which resonated strongly with fans. His popularity soared, and he later joined the WWE, then WWF, where his charismatic presence and the iconic JYD chant made him a fan favorite. Throughout his career, Junkyard Dog won multiple championships, including the North American Heavyweight Championship in Mid-South Wrestling, where he became a dominant force. He was also part of the first ever WrestleMania event in 1985, contributing to the early success and national expansion of the WWE. His signature moves and memorable entrance dance made him stand out, solidifying his place in wrestling history. Despite his success in the ring, Ritter's personal life was troubled by substance abuse, which impacted his career and personal relationships. Tragically, in a car accident. He was driving alone when his vehicle went off the road and crashed into a tree. The cause of the accident was later attributed to Ritter suffering a heart attack while driving, which led to the loss of control. His sudden and tragic deeply affected his family, friends, and the wrestling community. Ritter's legacy endures as he paved the way for African-American wrestlers and inspired countless others with his trailblazing career and unforgettable character. His contributions to wrestling remain significant, and his impact continues to be felt in the industry today. Zelina Vega, born Thea Megan Trinidad Bijan on December 27, 1990, in Queens, New York, has established herself as one of the most captivating and multifaceted performers in modern professional wrestling. With a career defined by resilience, talent, and unwavering passion, Vega's journey to WWE stardom is nothing short of inspiring. At a height of 1.54 meters, 5 feet 1 inch, and weighing just 45 kilograms, approximately 99 pounds, she stands out in an industry often dominated by athletes much larger than herself. However, Vega has consistently defied expectations, using her size as a tool to craft a unique niche for herself as a fierce competitor, brilliant strategist, and unparalleled presence on the microphone. As of 2025, Zelina Vega holds the prestigious WWE Women's United States Championship, marking a significant milestone in her career. But the path to her current title reign has been anything but easy, filled with challenges, personal struggles, and remarkable triumphs. A career built on grit and determination. Vega's story in professional wrestling didn't start with WWE. It began long before her arrival at the company, with stints in various promotions that helped shape her into the star she is today. Initially performing under the ring name Rosita in TNA Impact Wrestling, Vega gained experience in the ring while working with established talents and learning the ropes of the wrestling business. However, it was not just wrestling experience that shaped her career, but also personal tragedy that would ignite a fire within her. At the age of just 11, Vega's life was irrevocably changed when her father, Michael Trinidad, tragically lost his life in the September 11th attacks. He was working in the North Tower of the World Trade Center when the plane struck, leaving a profound impact on Vega's young life. In interviews, she has spoken openly about how this devastating loss became a driving force behind her desire to succeed. Her father's memory has remained a constant source of motivation throughout her career, fueling her determination to honor him by making the most of her wrestling journey. In the face of grief, Vega found a sense of purpose that would guide her as she navigated the ups and downs of the wrestling world. After making a name for herself on the independent circuit, Vega signed with WWE, where she initially appeared in NXT. It didn't take long for her to make an impression, and she was soon thrust into the spotlight as one of the company's most dynamic and engaging managers. She played a pivotal role in managing Andrade Cien Almas, now known as Andrade El Idolo, during his NXT Championship reign, demonstrating her mic skills, sharp strategic mind, and ability to integrate herself seamlessly into storylines. Her work with Andrade earned her significant recognition, and it wasn't long before WWE fans took notice of her potential as more than just a manager. Despite being primarily known for her managerial role early on, Vega's wrestling abilities began to shine through as the years went on. By 2021, WWE began to focus more on her in-ring competition, showcasing her athleticism and wrestling talents in addition to her mic work. This transition marked a new chapter in Vega's career as she proved that she wasn't just a manager, but a well-rounded performer capable of holding her own in the ring. Her hard work paid off when she won the inaugural Queen's Crown tournament in 2021, a victory that firmly established her as one of the most important figures in WWE's women's division. She became Queen Zelina, and her wrestling persona continued to evolve as her popularity soared. Sazumindiri Kui Dashat, the current reign, a symbol of change. In 2025, Zelina Vega achieved one of the greatest milestones of her career by winning the WWE Women's United States Championship. This victory was not only a personal triumph, but also a reflection of WWE's shifting approach to its women's division. Traditionally, championships like the United States Championship have been largely reserved for male competitors, but the introduction of a Women's United States Championship marked a significant step toward leveling the playing field. The decision to introduce a mid-card title for women opened up new possibilities for storylines, allowing women to compete in more nuanced and diverse narratives. Vega's victory over Io Sky on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown for the Women's United States Championship was a moment many fans and insiders believed was long overdue. For years, Vega had been one of the most consistent and hard-working performers in WWE, and this win was seen as an acknowledgement of her loyalty and dedication to the company. The match was a testament to her resilience, and the emotional weight of the victory was felt by fans who celebrated the moment as a recognition of her years of commitment to WWE. Since winning the title, Vega has defended it with fierce passion, facing a range of challengers such as Shotzi, Bayley, and Chelsea Green. Each defense has solidified her position as a fighting champion, and her reign has helped elevate the significance of the Women's United States Championship. Furthermore, Vega's newfound status as a babyface has marked a notable shift in her character. Previously known for her heel persona, which was built on cunning and manipulation, Vega has embraced a more heroic role in recent months. This change in character is indicative of her growth both as a performer and as a fan favourite. Her natural charisma, combined with her growing authenticity and vulnerability, has made her a beloved figure in WWE. While her championship reign has been successful, there are still ongoing challenges that Vega faces, both in and out of the ring. Despite her triumphs, there have been whispers of frustration behind the scenes, particularly regarding her lack of meaningful storylines following her title win. Some WWE insiders have suggested that Vega has expressed dissatisfaction with the creative direction of her character, citing the lack of substantial feuds and long-term booking for her title reign. As a result, she may feel as though her talents and potential are being underutilized, despite being in possession of a coveted championship. Rumors, backstage issues, and a potential crossroads. In addition to the backstage creative concerns, there are other factors contributing to the growing speculation about Vega's future in WWE. One of the most notable rumors is the potential for her to leave WWE and join AEW, where her husband, Malachi Black, formerly Aleister Black, currently wrestles. The couple has been very open about their relationship, and Vega's departure from WWE in late 2020 due to disputes over third-party content rights and monetization raised eyebrows. This incident strained her relationship with WWE management, and although she eventually returned to the company, the possibility of a move to AEW has not been ruled out. Adding fuel to the fire, Vega's increased involvement in outside ventures, such as voice acting, anime conventions, and cosplay, has led some to question her commitment to WWE. While these extracurricular activities have undoubtedly helped her build a broader fan base and diversify her brand, they have also sparked concern among some WWE officials who feel that she may not be prioritizing WWE appearances as much as they would like. These concerns, combined with the ongoing creative frustrations, have created a sense of uncertainty surrounding her future with the company. Despite the challenges she faces backstage, Vega's relationship with her fans remains incredibly strong. She has built a reputation as one of the most authentic and relatable performers in WWE, and her openness about her personal struggles, including her battle with mental health, has only endeared her to her audience. Furthermore, her pride in her Puerto Rican heritage has made her an important figure for representation in the wrestling world. Vega's success has broken down barriers for Latina wrestlers and has made her a role model for many young fans who see her as a shining example of what's possible with hard work and perseverance. Her emotional reception at WWE's Backlash event in Puerto Rico in 2023, where she faced Rhea Ripley, was a defining moment in her career. Even though she lost the match, the crowd's reaction was one of overwhelming support, with chants of "Zelina, Zelina" echoing throughout the arena. The moment was deeply emotional for Vega, who was visibly moved by the love and respect shown by the fans. This moment encapsulated the powerful connection she has with her audience and underscored the significance of her role in WWE's storytelling. It wasn't just about the win or loss, it was about the emotional journey and the bond she shares with her fans. So what's next for Zelina Vega? As 2025 unfolds, Zelina Vega finds herself at a crossroads in her career. Will WWE fully invest in her potential, offering her the creative direction and storylines that align with her talents? Or will Vega's growing frustrations with the lack of meaningful feuds push her to consider other opportunities, such as a possible move to AEW or focusing more on her outside ventures. One thing is certain, Zelina Vega's story is far from over. Whether she continues to thrive as WWE's fiery underdog champion or chooses to explore new frontiers, her legacy as a resilient, barrier-breaking, fan-beloved performer is already etched in wrestling history. The question now is not whether she will continue to shine, but where and how brightly she will do so. Zelina Vega, the girl from Queens who turned tragedy into triumph, has proven time and time again that she is more than just a wrestler. She is a symbol of perseverance, pride, and possibility. And whatever the future holds, her impact on the world of professional wrestling will undoubtedly be felt for years to come.